Are your tank sensors always reading wrong? Mine too. I am so tired of it, but I have a trick here today that's going to help you degrease your tanks, get rid of all of the yuck in the tank, clean the sensors so that those read right. I'm Jared with Wonderfully Wander, and I'm here today to talk to you about tank maintenance. We all go through the same thing. When you're filling the tanks, draining the tanks, you go up to see how much water is in your tanks, whether it's the gray tank or the black tank. You press that button and it says full. You're like, what are you talking about full? It's not full, I just barely dumped it. Why does it still say full? When you're cleaning dishes or having a shower or using the bathroom, there are junk and grease that splashes around the tank and it gets on those sensors. In the black tank especially, toilet paper will hang on the sensors and then it doesn't read right anymore. Today I'm going to show you a trick to help degrease your tanks and help clean those tanks so that everything gets flushed out and the sensors are reading good again. Here's our convenience center. We have been boondocking for about 2 days, so we have a little bit of fluid in our black tank number 1. We haven't used our black tank number 2 at all. Black number 1 should be about 1/3 of a tank. It says full. Black tank number 2 should say empty. It's 3/4. Gray number 1, that's actually reading about right. Gray number 2, this is our shower, gray number 1. Gray number 2, that's our sink. It says full. It probably only has 10 gallons in it out of 50. There are a lot of products out there that you can put in these tanks that will actually do a very good job of cleaning them. This is more of a cheap life hack than it is a product review. What we can do is you can take about 1/2 cup of Dawn in 10 to 20 gallons of water if you're planning on driving. So that will help mix around in the tank, the water sloshes back and forth, and the soap binds to the grease and all the other nasty particles and scum and cleans it all off. So that way when we get to our next campground, all of that grease will have bound to the soap and we can dump it out and it should be pretty clean. Just note, this isn't a product sponsored review. You can really use any dish soap that you want. This is just a tip that we've learned over our 4 years full-time RVing that helps keep our camper healthy. For a normal maintenance dose, if you're just traveling and you want to just help clean everything out, take about 1/2 cup of Dawn to 10 to 20 gallons of water. We've got some pretty bad buildup, so I'm going to give it a healthy shot of soap. We're going to do about 2 cups for that 10 to 20 gallons, and I'm going to kind of show you how we mix that up. First, we're going to add 2 cups of Dawn dish soap. If you wanted to, you could just add this straight into your sink and then kind of rinse it down. I don't want any of this soap to cling to the pipes or not get into the tank, so I'm going to cut this with about 50-50 water to make it a little less sticky. Now we're going to add 2 cups of water. And then we're going to give this a mix around to make that soap a little bit less sticky. Now we're just going to shoot this straight down the drain. And then we'll give it a little bit of a rinse to help get any of that residue down the pipe. And we're going to let that work. We're mixing up batch number 2 right now. We're going to pour that directly down into the shower, and that's our gray tank number 1. I'm going to go get everything ready to travel. We'll let this do its magic, and then we'll dump the tanks and check back with you. This is a great way to get your kids involved. My son loves to be super helpful, and this is an easy way that he can help with maintenance and household chores.
We've made it to our next campground, and so we're going to pull the gray tank levers, and you can see it should just be gray bubbly water from doing our tank clean. You can see there's just a lot of the dish soap rushing down into the sewer.
Now that we've dumped out the tanks, we're going to come back to our convenience center and check how the sensors have improved. Our gray tank number 1, that one's still showing 1/3 of a tank, so we didn't get any improvement on our shower tank. Gray tank 2, that one's showing 1/3 of a tank as well. That one was showing full, so that means that it had something on this upper sensor, and we got that cleaned off. And this was less about cleaning the sensors and more about putting soap in the tank to get the grease and buildup out of the tank. So if we really want to get these sensors cleaned, we probably will end up going with a product that's actually made for that. But for now, this was a very cheap, very easy way to improve our sensors and get the junk out of the tank. I hope you enjoyed our cheap life hack on how to get grease out of your tanks. Follow us for more tips and tricks on RV life. Until next time, Jared with Wonderfully Wander.